Hey, so today's move is something from the word of capoeira. It's called a QDR, which in Portuguese, with the translation from Portuguese to English, I think means fall onto the kidneys, which sounds pretty brutal, and it can be a little bit brutal if you get it wrong, but it won't be brutal because we're going to get it right. And the way we're going to get it right is to work through the progressions of this move, starting with the easiest and progressively getting a little bit more difficult as you build up your strength and comfort in each of the progressions. There's loads of different variations of the QDR. The most important thing to remember is to be wearing your hot pink pajamas like I am when you're doing it, and then you're completely fine. The QDR is essentially a hand balancing and elbow lever move, in that you're bearing all of your body weight, eventually in the final progression, you're bearing all of your body weight on your hands, and in particular on one side more than the other. Because the reason for that, and the reason for this move's name, is you are tucking your load-bearing elbow into your, just underneath between your ribs and your hips, right where your kidney is in fact, and that is going to create the lever that you balance on. It's easier to demonstrate than explain in words, I think. It's essential to do a wrist warm-up before you do any kind of hand balancing. There's loads of wrist warm-up and wrist exercises, exercise videos on YouTube, or let me know and I can go through a good kind of daily wrist mobility and warm-up routine that I do every day. The first progression of what we're about to do is actually a decent exercise to do to begin loading weight onto your wrists. You can injure your wrist very, very easily, especially if you're not used to spending a lot of time on your hands. So I would absolutely recommend a good wrist warm-up. So without further ado, my hot pink lockdown QDR. So start in a squat and hands out in front of you and elbow into hip, head, side of head down onto floor, and then just push back up. So this is essentially a QDR push-up, and it's designed just to start feeling your way into the move, to start loading weight onto your wrists and your shoulders, start getting your understanding the placement of your elbow into your hip, which can be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but just bear with it and you'll condition your body to that feeling. So you want to do a number of reps on each side. You want to keep both feet, for now, on the floor. And don't rush through this. Take it nice and slow to understand the sensation of each part of the move, and you should start to develop an awareness of your balance point as well. So then once you've done a number of reps on this first progression, you feel comfortable in it and you want to progress it, all you're doing this time is bringing the top leg up off the floor and bringing it around behind you as if almost like a scorpion kick. And then back up to do the other side. And you can either straighten your base leg like I've just done, or keep it bent, whatever feels better for you for now. The important thing is to get that top leg back, almost as if you're trying to kick your own head. And you might find there's a difference between each side when you do it. A lot of the time actually on the left hand side is more comfortable for me than the right. And again, just take this nice and slowly so you start to understand and experience the feeling in each part of the move. And then once you're comfortable with this progression and you want to go further with it, you want to now start bringing that base leg, that lower leg, which is at the moment is staying on the floor as a point of support, you're going to start playing with bringing that up off the floor. And again, just do everything nice and slowly and feel your way into the balance. Until you become a little bit more comfortable with it and you can find that balance point faster. And that is the QDR. Enjoy it, be careful with it, give it a go.